Hello gamers, it's SofKitty99 in Minecraft, and today I'd like to do another shop interior for our shopping mall. We still have 6 shop units to fill. I thought if we come to the very one at the front of the shop here with these two double sets of big windows, I think that would be a great place for a clothing shop to be placed. So for the beginning of this build I'd like to use black glazed terracotta for the floor. I quite like this pattern for a clothes shop. I'm going to use the polished granite for the stands for displaying the clothes and for the counter where the tills are going to be. An armour stand, of course, for displaying the clothes. Polished andesite stairs for the till, and sandstone and cut sandstone and white stained glass pane for filling in the rest of the wall at the front of the shop. Let's start with the cut sandstone. I'd like to place that right in the very centre. So if you put that in line with the gap between the two walls, and we go all the way, 2 windows on the opposite end, so you can see right in the very centre of the shop. So we put in this pillar right at the side like so, and then what I'd like to do is grab the sandstone and raise up at the sides and then cut out a space for a door. So what we're doing is we're going to come up and place an archway between these pillars of the sandstone. So that's the marker between the shop fronts, and then right in the centre I've added another pillar like so, so that we can make 2 big door areas at the side of it like so. Does that make sense to you? We've got a 2 wide door and it's 3 gaps tall, so we go around it like that. And then on the top here I want to put the normal sandstone at either side like so, so that the walls do look like they're solid, and then the gap between that I'd like to fill with the glass, so that we have a 2x2 window above where the doors are, so you can see where the entrance to the shop's going to be like so. Now you can of course add some signage if you like on the outside of here. On the interior, of course, I want to use the black glazed terracotta for our floor, so we have to figure out the pattern. I'll put that down, that's not right. No, like that. So you can rotate slowly around and place it block by block, or you can try and place it all the way around like we did in the last episode, all at once, whichever you feel is going to be easiest. Make sure you don't make any mistakes with your pattern, and then of course once you've finished you'll double check that your pattern's worked out okay at the end. So let's try adding 2 or 3 all at the same time to try and cut down the number of times we have to rotate, so we can see if we can get it all put in. Yeah, that didn't work too badly. Let's try that again. I think that's quite nice for a floor for a clothing shop. It's quite a stylish pattern. Of course, if you don't like that particular colour yourselves, just choose a different type of the terracotta pattern for the floor, or even put in a very plain simple one if that suits you better. So let's try and finish this off. I have to concentrate a little bit to make sure I don't mess up the pattern on here. And we've got most of it done now, I think. I'm getting quite far across now. Just one more row after this, and then we can start adding more to the interior of our shop. And then just check that you've got the pattern right all the way across. See, doesn't that look really cool? And now you have to decide, do you leave the sandstone where the door is, or do you knock them out and add the pattern into the door frame as well? I think I'm going to add the pattern in as well so that it carries on through into that. That's not right. Oh no, now I've just knocked out the wrong. No. No, which one? No. Which one? Which one? No. That's one. There we go. Number 9. Let's pick up a terracotta to put that in. There we go. Now that's right, isn't it then? Yeah, that's right. That's all right. So now grab the polished granite and put blocks at the corner edge of each of the windows like that. So 2 blocks, one at either side of them. Actually, do you know what? We're going to put it all the way along, I think, under the windows like that. So 3 blocks right underneath each of the windows. I know that looks a little bit odd in the corner right now. We'll think about that later. And then we also want a counter for paying. Now, this one's going to be slightly different to anything we've done before. What we're going to do is we're going to leave a gap of 1 from the front of the shop, and then we're going to place 3 blocks right here. So that's going to be where the staff are. They're going to be right next to both of the doors. Now you want to grab your polished andesite, and we're going to put a till at either side of our little tiny counter for our staff. So our staff are going to be patrolling around the shop so they can help the customers, and then they just pop back behind the counter just to take the money from people, and they're kind of guarding the doors as you come in and out. Now on the interior of the shop, you can think about how you're going to display things on the walls and things. Now you could put more of the shelves along the edge like that, so 1, 2, 3, leave a gap of 1 and another 1, 2, 3, so it kind of matches the windows opposite. So you can put display stands there, and then in front of here I think it would be really cool to have like, so if we come where this row is, the 3rd one, and come a couple across, put a block in. Hang on, that's not right. From the 3rd one by the window, come 1, 2, and then put a block, and do the same over here. So it's 1, 2, and a block. Yeah. So you've got 2 display stands there, and then you've still got plenty of space here for the customers to get to the tills. Now what I want you to do is then grab the armour stand and put an armour stand on each of those 2 blocks right in the centre, and then put 1 on each end of the little row by the window, so that these can be seen from outside of the shop as well as inside of the shop. And go around on each of these 3s, just put 1 on each end. And you can of course try and, sometimes you can rotate them a little bit so that they, if you angle yourself, you can rotate the position of the display. So let's rotate that one a little bit. Now the ones in the window, I kind of want them to rotate them to make them look, no, let's just make them flat. And then you can just adjust the angles to whatever makes you happy with the shop, you see. So this is the basic idea of the shop. You can of course change the layout any way that you want for your own particular ideas, but I like the idea of things being a little bit odd. And then of course what you do is, of course, you remove everything off your stands, because now you've got your basic layout, and then you just decide what you want to display. So you could have one of each of the hats on different stands, or you could have, right, so let's put the turtle hat on that one, and then so that looks kind of different, and then maybe they have the diamond one on the window one and the golden one over there and the leather one over here or something. Maybe we'll put another turtle, and then you can just go round and display things any way you fancy. They don't all have to have hats. Then of course if you grab all the leather stuff, you could put the leather stuff on the, you could have a full set. So let's put the full set on one of the display units, like that. And then maybe we can play around with it a bit. So we'll put the leather tunic on that one, and maybe the pants on that one, and the boots on this one, and maybe the hat on that one, and the trousers on this one, and the jerkin on that one. And then let's swap the things again. Let's grab, how about we have some chain mail? Did we put any chain mail out? I don't think we took the chain mail helmet, did we, before? Did we take the chain mail helmet? No, we didn't. So how about we put the chain mail full set on this one? Like that. And then maybe do we do anything else? Let's put the chain mail helmet on that one. And then let's get rid of those. Go back and let's grab the iron. And the diamond. And the gold. Now let's start by doing a full set in one of the window models, like that. Oh wait, did I not have a... Did I not have an iron helmet anywhere? That's it, right, it doesn't matter. What we're trying to do is just be a little bit different, see? So now what we want to do is play around with things. So maybe we put iron, and we put maybe a gold pants, and here maybe we put the leggings for that, and the chest plate and the boots for that. And then over here maybe we can put the iron chest plate and the legs and the boots for, and you can just play around with what you want to put on the different stands and just see what you can come up with. And so they can all look great or they can not look great, and you can do whatever you want. You don't even have to put full sets on people. You could just have a hat there and a pair of trousers there. And you've got trousers here. Let's put a chest plate on here. And we've got boots there. How about we put chest up there? And maybe we put the blue pants on there. And there you see you've got different things for different things. And you can just play around with that any way you want, and I think that works quite nicely for a little clothing shop. And you just decorate it up any way you want. And because we've gone for kind of a red themed floor and a red themed pattern, I'm going to grab the red banner and use that on the wall. So we're going to put it above where each of the displays are over there, and we're going to put one either side of where the till is as well. And I think that I'm quite happy with that. So that's how I think we could do a clothing shop in Minecraft, because you don't have as many things to play around with to make different displays, but you can just play around with the bits of stuff that we've got and just make things look a little bit different. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!